Plan, Chapter 10. So, did anybody sign up to make a comment or on the public hearing? I don't have the binder that has the thing I need to read, just so it's right into the record.
So, open the public hearing, and I think it's me and then anybody that signs up, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, and then there.
While we're waiting,
So, I've got a question.
Yes.
So it sounds like we will also, continue the hearing next month?
We actually will reopen it, because I advertised it as 2 separate hearings. This
Okay.
one with the main focus being the park, and then next month being the going for recommendation.
Okay, as we get farther into it, I found some housekeeping changes and stuff, so maybe I should give those to you this
Yes, yeah, we'll be covering
month
it,
so
yeah.
that they'll be there for the next hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to open the public hearing and ask any of those who wish to provide testimony to sign in on the sheet provided. Please print your name, address clearly so information can be mailed to you. I will ask now if the Planning Commission, if there's any conflict of interest with the Planning Commission. And this is our hearing is on Chapter 10.
It's actually on the whole plan.
Is it on the whole plan?
With Chapter 10 focus at the
Okay.
end.
So our hearing is on the whole comprehensive plan, Chapter 10 focus. Do any of the planning commissioners have a conflict? I don't see any. Okay.
conflict.
Um,
I do have a
is there
question.
anybody out there in the crowd? Not mentioning who's out there. Do you have
Conflict?
objection to any of the members hearing the proposal? Do you have any objection to the planning commission, any planning commissioner listening to this proposal?
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, with that, I will turn it over for the staff presentation.
Okay.
Can I ask a question before we get started?
Yes.
Is there is so much redundancy in this. Is there any way to cut down or eliminate all the redundancy? Because some of this we've been through, Amanda, several times. It's been, I understand tweaking it, making a few adjustments, but some of the stuff, I got to the point that I was just kind of looking for any updates rather than really reviewing.
That's what yeah. So basically, I was just going to say I incorporated the few updates we had the last time.
Right.
I'm going to highlight what happened with the SEPA review and then go on to Millwood Park after we hear Bobby's.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, as I stated, we had a few modifications the last meeting. I incorporated all of those, including taking out the chart that was an issue.
Saw that, yes, thank you.
Because the census comparison one did the same thing. I didn't hear back from anybody, so Kinsey was kind enough to go, our new admin assistant was kind enough to go around for me and gathered all the new bus stops, and those were incorporated in on map 8-2, so those were in. And then
Okay, so time out. We gotta slow down a little bit
Yes.
because the packet isn't together like that. I'm looking at the master park plan, and so what page are we at?
packet page 129.
Okay, thank you very much. There.
And 109.
I'm not in the packet.
Yeah, it's okay, 109.
109?
Oh, no, you're 129.
129 in the packet, 109 on the comp plan.
Okay, got it. With
Someplace different because I don't like this.
Okay. And so that was the Millwood Trails and Transit map, and I had noted that the bus stops were outdated. There were some new ones that had been added, and so those are now added to the map. And then other modifications were inserted that we talked about with the added definitions, clarifying central business district, making sure we had historic district, the differences. And then I sent the full comprehensive plan out for SEPA review, and nobody had any issues with it. I got just a few comments back, so it went out to, as you know, all you, staff, council, planning commission, engineers, the periodic update notice list, utility and service providers, public agencies, adjacent jurisdictions, Phelps Field and Tribes, SEPA review agencies, Washington State Department of Commerce Growth Management Services contacts. I did a spokesman review publication and then updated the Millwood Periodic Update webpage. So lots of advertisement. And the SEPA notice was with the 2 public hearing notices, so it's all in one. Had a few comments back, if you want to go to the presentation that I sent you.
Yes.
Just a few comments back from Spokane County Utilities, just clarifying a few things based on the most recent interlocal agreement. So I obtained the information from our Public Works, but most of this information was in the original comp plan, and I wasn't instructed of any changes, so I'm really glad County Utilities got back with us, and they gave us some updated information that I incorporated in
Actually
there.
read it.
They did.
That's impressive.
Yes, and so it's all housekeeping stuff, just clarifying our Millwood ERUs and those kinds of things. So no major changes, just clarifications.
That's great.
Yes. And then Spokane Valley Fire District said thank you, but no comments. And Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife and Spokane Transit Authority had no SEPA comments. Fish and Wildlife want to continue to review this as part of the 60-day review process, which is beginning this week. And then Spokane Transit said they will also continue review, but no comments at this time. And then other agencies, of course, will be contacted again as part of the 60-day review process. So that is the summary on changes. Do you want to go over that before I highlight Millwood Park?
Yeah, I guess we could
It's however Mike would like to go through it. Okay.
just get our,
So do you also consult with the Spokane Regional Transportation?
Oh, yes. SRTC, Commerce, School District, and of course our own engineers were ones that we worked very closely with.
so I'm not necessarily demanding a change here, but I still have a problem with page 60. We say that our non-white population is 6% in 2020. And on page 61, we say it was 9% in 2020.
Oh, packet page 60?
Yes,
Okay, packet page 60. Commerce graphic, which,
the chart 2A
okay, so figure
Says-
4.3,
says
okay.
persons of color is 6%.
In Millwood as of 2020, gotcha, okay.
The next page, we say that persons of color in 2020 is 9%. I know they come from different sources.
They do, and I'm trying to decide if we need both of them. So
Yeah,
racial
it's-
composition, Millwood and Spokane County 2020. And that adds in the Hispanic, oh! That's why. That's why.
You don't get to subtract because somebody said they were Hispanic. Especially when our Hispanics have all claimed that they're white.
Exactly. So I would recommend keeping 2A and taking out figure 4.4.
But 4.4 is the accurate one. 2A is the one that's not true. It's the,
Oh,
it's the sampling.
okay, so okay, so you would like to take out 2A.
Yes.
Okay, and we have the same information available in 4.4, just in a different method and a comparison.
Well, we don't have the Hispanic, but we do have
Yeah.
it in other places.
Yeah, we have it in other places.
Yeah, I'd be very happy if that was done both here and in the back where you analyze the racial
In the RDI,
disparities.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What would the commission like to do? I'll tell you what it will require. It requires renumbering everything. And then redoing the RDI as Commissioner BC noted, so I would have to update here and the RDI.
I know that's a lot of extra work, but I think being exact is the right approach.
When we have exact numbers.
I would concur.
So chart 1A also calls out 3% and 6%
Chart 1A.
right above it.
Yeah, right.
Well, okay, but it's more, see, there's something really phony about saying Hispanic of any race and then trying to make it add up to 100%, because it shouldn't, it should add up to more than 100%. You're either white or you're a person of color, and that should add up to 100%. And then in addition to that, you should have your Hispanic number, because it's a different question on the form.
I see what you're saying.
Because it's Hispanic of any race. And so when they try to make it all add up to 100%, we come up with some weird numbers that just aren't accurate.
I was gonna say, Tricia BC, I have one suggestion that might solve this to make sure we're accurate, because we know what they did. I created from the census data figure 4-4, so I have more control over that one. What if we did persons of color and Hispanic or Latino of any race?
They
Because
don't-
then they would equal.
Well, they would, but it's not real, because when you ask them about the numbers, they said, oh, the reason the numbers are off, because it came up to more than 100%. And you're saying, why is this more than 100%? This was months ago.
Yeah.
And their answer was, well, it was more than 100% because in Millwood's situation, everybody that identified as Hispanic or Latino also identified as white.
Whereas there is no Hispanic
So then they
on this chart.
subtracted something to, artificially subtracted something to make it come out to 100%, which was kind of a,
I'm a little nervous about pulling out every chart for both of
Yeah.
these for Hispanic or Latino is what my concern.
I think if it's labeled race and Hispanic ethnicity, maybe we just let it go and we say that this is from a different set of numbers.
Yeah, which it is this one.
But if we have two that are labeled racial composition, maybe they should match.
Millwood population by race and Hispanic, racial composition. Oh, I see. We could relabel.
See, I'm not sure what,
Why couldn't we just make 4-2 and 4-3 would be the exact same title, and it just adds in the Spokane County comparison on 4-3. I could just change the title to match 4-2 or
so
1A.
what does 4-3 add that 4-2 doesn't give us?
The county
It adds the county,
comparison.
yeah. So it breaks it out Hispanic and person of color, where the census one doesn't. It's just persons of color.
Well, if we took out figure 4-2 and labeled 4-3 with 4-2's label.
That's what I mean. If we retitle 4-3 to be the same title as 4-2, just adding in the Spokane County comparison.
Yeah, then you don't have to renumber, I guess.
Yeah. Would that be okay?
Yes, as long as we're being, it needs to be really clear that that's sample data and the other's the real. I mean, it's screwed up because the numbers are screwed up because one is sample data and the other is an actual count. And then they've thrown this Hispanic Latino thing in there and tried to make it come out to 100%, which
Right.
it shouldn't.
Yeah.
It should come out to 100% and then have a separate chart that has Hispanic. But
Well-
that's not how they've chosen to do it for some strange reason.
Yeah, figure 4-4 comes to 100%.
Right.
9% persons of color and 91% white.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
because
so
they
that's
actually counted people.
Right, right.
B. Millwood.
But at least if we don't have the same title on two different charts and different information, that'll help.
Yes.
Star. And Spokane County. There we go. Millwood, so 4-3/chart 2A will now be Millwood and Spokane County population by race and Hispanic ethnicity 2020 with the little star.
Okay.
Or asterisk.
Then we'll do something to fix the appendix.
The RDI. Yes, I'll do the exact same update in the RDI.
Okay.
You had something else, Bob?
Yeah, page 101.
Packet page 101.
Yeah, our
Right.
high rates of down renting at the top by moderate income households can be associated with an undersupply of entry-level home ownership.
Oh,
I'm not sure that the not belongs in there. I think it would be
Oh, just big.
or may reflect housing choices made by seniors. I think the not flips it.
So can be associated with an undersupply of entry-level homeownership options, or may reflect housing choices made by seniors.
Yeah, because they're downsizing. And they're trying to get ready to live on,
Limited income.
limited income coming in.
Another good point.
Okay.
Okay, then the historic, preservation, chapter 118. I thought originally we were not going to change this chapter.
The changes in there were because of the previous ordinance that was passed that was never incorporated into the comp plan.
Well, we've got a bunch, all the goals and, policies have been scratched out.
Because they were moved up into the goals and policies.
Were they?
All the historic preservation is up under goals, policies, and action items.
Because last time we did this, it was the same thing, hands off. But I will go through and make sure they're all in the,
So you're talking about the removal on packet page 119 in April 2007, that?
where it starts and says,
Oh, the goals, yeah.
page 122, goals
Yeah.
and policies.
So if you refer back to
So,
page, well, here we go, packet page 42.
yeah, I know, I need to go through all those.
Yeah,
to
it
make
has all
sure
the
everybody-
HPs and everything.
That everybody made it.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of split before, last time we did this.
I took it straight from, we may have added some, there were some we added, in the goals.
Yep.
But anything that was changed was directly from that last ordinance.
Okay, but they were moved, so, because you got them crossed out here, so we got red changes. This time
That's how the
round.
ordinance read, they were taken out of there and they were put in the
Okay.
other section.
I say, I'll double check on that. If
Okay.
that's true, then it's no problem at all.
And I can get you a copy of that
I just
ordinance if you
didn't-
need it.
Pick up on all of these crossed out marks until it was pretty late.
Yeah.
And I didn't have
They,
time to check it all.
They were highlighted in prior to the previous public hearing back in April. to explain what we added for the goals, and then the things were from ordinance 529,
It was 524.
24, 25,
I
somewhere,
can bring it up.
somewhere in there.
Yeah, so I'll,
Yeah.
if they're in there, no problem. Just another question where we've got listed all of the properties that are on the National Historic Register. They don't all have their names, only some of them have their names.
524.
Ordinance 524.
So page like 101,
It's 100, page 101.
121, page 121.
Right, 120, 120.
So some of them have their names and some of them don't. If I come up with the names that aren't here, could we stick them in?
Yeah, can you email me them so I can get them in? Okay,
Oh, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, because like, for instance, 3301 North Argonne, the Brown Building should have its name there. And there's others too.
okay,
For some reason, it just didn't all get on there.
so 100 and 101.
Yeah, so I will,
So just the names of the buildings or homes per se.
yeah, the
Right.
buildings have
Right.
historical names.
Sure. Historical names.
Just
Thank
finish
you.
it off nicely.
Right.
When can you get those to me, Bobby?
When do you need them? Give me a
Tomorrow.
time.
Tomorrow? Yeah, legit. I was gonna send this out for 60-day review tomorrow. I could wait till Friday and send it out if you can get them to me tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll try to work on it tonight.
Okay.
I was gonna go home and say, wow, we're finished, but I can go one more day.
You're gonna stay up all night anyway.
I
So,
do.
so before we move ahead, I got something that to me it doesn't read correctly.
Good.
And that would be 7.2 community sports, so packet page 118. And let me know.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. So the second sentence starts out the community college of Spokane. You got the red highlighted. Right there. Okay. As you read this, Community College of Spokane Institute for Extended Learning Program sponsored a 2-hour Millwood history and walking tour class in spring and fall. Should that say sponsors? Because sponsored mean they did it and it doesn't continue.
That's true.
That's true.
It's
I
a
was
true
gonna say I don't
statement.
think they're doing it anymore.
Okay.
They haven't done it.
Okay.
I mean, they did it, and then they
you could
did,
probably
and then they
remove
did
the
it
spring and
again.
fall.
But actually, the library has done it since that time, and I mean, it kind of comes and goes with different sponsors.
Okay, so
STA
then,
did
so
it
then
once.
shouldn't if that's the case, shouldn't that read then that certain local community partners, sponsors,
Often sponsored.
often sponsors Millwood history and walking tours.
Yeah,
Okay.
something like that, I
Yeah.
think.
So instead of that, community colleges take all that out, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Various community partners, whatever, right?
Yeah,
I mean, since we are getting down to the
Various community partners have sponsored.
no,
Occasionally.
often or regularly or occasionally probably good.
occasionally conduct
Occasionally
Millwood history and walking tours.
I think sponsor is good, because they don't conduct them, but they kind of arrange for them and
Okay.
get somebody local to conduct them and.
I think I found where they got those lists, that list is directly off of the historic preservation website or not on the website, but then the file I have for them, it has all the Millwood Historic District houses, and that one is not listed on there, that's exactly what is on here,
I'm sure that it's in there.
not in the stuff I
In the
have.
National Historic Register.
Right, but it's
listing.
not, yeah, not on the
Is it?
list that I have, I bet you that's where they got it from,
Yeah.
though, was this list that,
Oh,
Yeah.
sure, yeah,
yeah.
but it should be in the actual register nomination.
Yeah.
That's where I'll go to get.
So I was like,
So-
surely
so-
they have
And
this.
do they actually have names?
A lot of them do.
Okay. And so my only point is, I mean, would the name of the house be like the BC house?
If I built it and it became
Okay.
important, it would,
Okay.
but
It's just not the current.
there's a
resident.
historic name, and this
Okay,
is the
historic,
historic
right.
name that's listed here.
Yeah,
So,
trying to have current residents wouldn't, I mean, that would be changing all the time,
so,
it could.
right, like the corner door building is actually the Brown building because George Brown built it.
We found that out Saturday in Millwood Days from your sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she came and visited us.
So I just wanna make sure I got the sentence right. Various community partners occasionally sponsor Millwood history and walking tours. Okay.
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 Yes.
Next.
Okay, you got speaker tab.
Oh, minor.
Was that all you had?
Totally insignificant compared to what Bobby's doing.
I think she's still going too.
Yeah, yeah, she's on that.
So we've got a list of the various people you had interviews with,
Yes.
but not everybody is there.
Is that under the Parks and Recreation?
It's on page 197, 196, 197, stakeholder interviews.
197. Stakeholder segments of Millwood population, let me remember. Oh, the following are summaries of interviews concerning parks and recreation, including pedestrian bike connectivity. It's because those were just for parks and recreation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So neighborhood activists didn't have anything to say about parks? Well, maybe not. They may not have.
No, they nothing that was significant to put in.
I thought we should get credit for all our interviews.
Oh, I did somewhere else I talked about the other people that we interviewed, yeah. And neighborhood advocates were interviewed. I did ask them about the park and the trails, and there wasn't anything significant to add to this.
Okay. Into the appendixes,
Okay.
page 259, definitions. This is not a valid, the historic district is not a valid definition for our historic district.
Historic. Oh, that was in there. Okay, I didn't even notice that. I can take that out because that was in there. We have a Millwood Historic District definition, so yeah, the net 261 is the Millwood Historic District definition.
61. Oh,
This is just a
under
general.
This is under H.
Yeah, historic district is just a general of what a historic district is.
Okay, well, actually, Wikipedia has a nice short definition of under historic districts in the United States, and it just is basically a collection of or significant historic properties. But this talks about that were voluntarily submitted to local review and compliance, and ours doesn't. National Historic Register districts don't have any review
I can just
or
take that
compliance.
definition out since it's just a general.
Sure, if we've got
Okay.
the Millwood Historic.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about historic landmarks either, because I think there is a special national designation that's a landmark that's like a step up from National Register listing. It's like a super listing.
Do you want me to take that out?
I
too?
think it'd be
Okay.
safer, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Then we're into a racially disparate. Page 354. the middle of that bottom paragraph, Millwood Comprehensive Plan shows that 6% of Millwood residents
Oh, hold on one
actually, let's
second,
make
we
it-
went offline.
I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to restart. It's just offline. Don't know why. Stop.
You just restart, start over.
Hold on.
It was packet page 354,
Hold on.
RDI 13.
Okay.
In there. Nation's last meeting, I incorporated.
Oh, this is a different one. Okay, no. Let me just